Hello, everybody, everywhere. This is Sil and Nil, and we are going to La Win. Leo Win. Way down here by the Topol Bay. And the first thing we're going to do is going to go unload some of our wares, because we got some heavy shit on us that we picked up. I'm gonna pull back the veil of illusion. I record all my videos in sort of the same setting. Because I'm not gonna say it's easier on my throat, but it allows me to focus on the rest of my days working on like preparing the next Crit Idiot session, editing the Crit Idiot audio. I know I've only uploaded session 1, but again, it's a lot to edit, and I'm not able to multitask, or do anything else while I'm working on it. So, like, my little ADHD, powered mind just has a hard time with it. Because it's like, hey, you want to do this thing, you can do nothing else but focus on this thing. And I'm like, but I want to do other things. I can't just focus on one thing. It's inhumane. Which, I mean, is just like, sadly, just how my brain works. Like, I can't impossibly just sit there and enjoy doing one thing. I need to be doing multiple things. It's just the way the news goes. It's just the way my brain is. Not a fan of it. So it's really hard for me to edit the Crit Idiot sessions in a timely fashion. One, because they're so long. Two, because I live in a house with two other people who are assholes and extremely inconsiderate about what other people are doing when it comes to the noise they make or distractions they do. Alright, they just don't fucking care. Ever. And it's really difficult. Like, if I'm trying to focus on editing something, and the person next to me is, watching some bullshit annoying show with constant yelling, and then I have an asshole in the kitchen who has the TV so loud that even though the kitchen is fucking 2 rooms away, I can still hear his TV through my headphones. It's just like, it's hard to focus and do the editing. But this is all completely just not what I was attempting to talk about. No, we'll keep that. I could probably find a use for that. So as I said, I do these recordings all in a row. That does not mean to say that time hasn't really passed. I normally take a 4 to 5 minute break in between each episode recording to look at the Crit Idiot Facebook group, the chat that we have going, because in case someone asked me about rules while I was gone, because again they're constantly spamming whenever it's time for me to record and no other time for whatever reason. I mean, that's not fair. They do spam at other times, but a lot of the time it's when I'm recording. So it's just like, alright, I'll take a little break in between each and just deal with this. But, yeah. But, I mean, I do... Whoa, that was a big jump. Can I just get on top of this building from this rock? No. What about this building? Now I'm, really curious. Oh, so close. No, that fucking ledge fucked my jump up. Almost. Maybe one day. So, yeah, it's just more of a matter of... And so, I mean, yes, the first video I recorded this session, I talked about the email I sent off to the guy. And just to show you how fucking obsessed I am. Literally a minute of each of those breaks has been just refreshing my email on my phone, hoping that he's replied to me, and he hasn't yet, and it's infuriating.
Lieutenant Rana.
You're not who I wanted to talk to. Oh, he's upstairs. Oh, you're the
What is
dude.
it you want? You wish to join the Blackwood Fighters Guild, aren't you? Done. No jobs? Ha. There is much work to be done here. You don't look strong enough to me, though. A bit inexperienced, perhaps. Still, since you seem eager to get started,
I mean, alright, but I mean, you're crazy. That armor is super sexy, though. I mean, if you look at this beautiful son of a bitch and think he's not tough, I mean, you got another thing coming. But yeah, so the email still hasn't come through yet, and oh, come on, man! Please don't do this! Don't do this to me! Get get out of there! Come on! There we go. It's still not around the time of day that he normally replied. I don't think I've ever gotten an email from this guy before noon. I think they've always been around 1 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But every part of me is just like, ha, 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 switch, switch, switch. God damn, I hate me. Like, I hate the way my brain thinks. Well, alright, are you gonna have all 3 of these guys try to kill me? Why are you talking without subtitles? I can't hear what he's saying. This is bullshit. I have subtitles turned on for a goddamn reason, game. Oh, you fucking slut. When were those turned off? The 3 of you should be prepared by now, but as you see, we have a new recruit with us. I'll need a word with you, recruit. Okay.
you'll need to be careful on this mission. Sometimes, take this. It will increase your skills in battle. This
Oh, it's Hist.
from the swamps of Argonia. Don't be stupid. We have returned with the Hist itself. The clever mages made it possible. Magic and iron. But
Alright, so they smuggled in a history.
come on.
Oh, this is not cool. I mean, I'm Argonian, though, so this should be fun.
Good day. Take care.
That's not cool. Are these actually goblins, or are we just slaughtering townsfolk? The fact that it's died in a swing leads me to believe that these are townsfolk. I don't like this.
I can still smell them.
Yeah, no, it's having us go in the houses and kill everyone there. Yeah, no, this is totally just a person. I'm not attacking it. This is bullshit. This is some Far Cry fucking 3. I hate it bullshit. Just saying. It's the same sort of bullshit you have to deal with in Far Cry 3. Go get drugged and just kill a bunch of things that you don't quite understand what you're doing. I hate fucking things. I hate stuff.
How'd it go? Good. You're finally awake. That's what I was getting ready to ask you. Some of your guild brothers found you and brought you to me. They're using Hist sap, and they claim to have brought a tree into... I'm a bit surprised it affected you the way it did, given your heritage. Perhaps something's tainted.
Yeah, okay, good.
Make sure the company hasn't ousted the residents. Lay low. The Blackwood Company can't be trusted. Amazing.
Yeah, they're all dead. They are all dead. I'm quite sure of it. After this one, I'm gonna go check the mail. And if the thing isn't there, I'm gonna be doing the thing where I, start voicing my complaints. Oh! So the Staples thing, I haven't talked about this in a video and I'm running out of time. So last week, I don't know if I mentioned it in a video last week. I mean, why do you just have muttered on you to be looted? What?
My poor Vienna. Poor sweet. I wish I knew. They're all dead, all of them. Even you helped her pay my debt. I heard about you. She never hurt anyone. It wasn't the goblin. It had to have been bandits.
Oh, are these dead? Are you all also dead? Yeah, you're all dead. Alright, that's an interesting glitch. But yeah. Staples had what I believe to be a sale earlier this week. The Xbox One S 1 terabyte with Gears of War 4 Collector's Edition for $74.99. Now that was an amazing deal, and I assumed it was just sort of like a flash deal. And just long story short, it was a huge kerfuffle, but I finally got the order in.
Well, no. The entire town. We now know the threat this group poses. Perhaps it is clear to me what... This tree is the source of our problems. As long as the Blackwood Company has access to the sap, we are all in danger. You must find a way to destroy the Hist, though I can imagine Reza Carr will have it well guarded. Expect... He's a warrior. A battle-hardened...
Okay, we'll probably be doing that next video. So, Staples, everything said my order was confirmed, but I didn't get an order, like an email confirming it. And then I think I might have talked about this in the video, but long story short, I had two extremely rude customer service encounters, where the people who work for Staples basically just told me, now it was an error on our end that canceled your order after it was told you it was confirmed, and we refused to honor the price of a sale, because it is our store policy that if our website has an error where an order gets canceled, it's just on your end. It's not, we're not held liable by that. And they were just extremely rude about it, which made me upset. So I sent off a customer service review that was very negative. And when I spoke to one of the live chat guys, like, they were so rude, they didn't even give me, like, I want to say, like, the time of day, but they didn't even give me, like, their name. There was never any talk of, yes, of course, I can help you with that today, or I can at least try my best, or find a solution for you today. It was always just like, nope, can't do that. Company policy, not our problem. And I mean, as someone who's worked for a large company before as a customer service representative, that is not cool, yo. Like, I might not agree with what Cox Communications as a cable company does with their outsourced customer service, but at least, you know, we're nice to the people who call in. And even if we can't solve the problem in a way that the customer wants, we at least promise to try, god damn it. And they just did none of it. So I sent off some scathing emails. Well, I got this is gonna run overtime, so I'm just gonna cancel the timer right now. So, we're just going to run delay when I say this, and whenever I'm done talking about it, we'll end the video. Because I'm cool like that. So, I send off these emails. I didn't really expect anything of it. I was just mad. I even went to a few friends and said, hey, listen, I'm now officially boycotting Staples. The company is extremely rude customer service, and they refuse any responsibility for their own site, and refuse to be held accountable for when something on their end goes wrong with a customer. And that's just really anti-consumer, and I'm just really against working with a company that's like that at this stage of my life. If I'm going to be working with a company, they need to not be an asshole to me. Because guess what? Anything I can find at Staples, I could probably find at Walmart for a comparable price. Because, I mean, I'm not running a business, so it's not like I have to order en masse, often at least. Though I do get quite a bit of supplies for my D&D campaign, or Pathfinder campaign. Which I did spend like 4 hours working on last night. It was real nice to finally get some stuff ready and sink my teeth into the next session. So, I wasn't expecting anything of it. And then yesterday, I got a call. While I was out in the city, my dad called me and said, "Hey, were you expecting a call from Staples?" And I'm like, "I wasn't expecting a call, no, why?" He's like, "Well, a guy named Mike called, and he left a number and extension for you." And he gave me the number and extension, so I'm like, alright. So I call my mother up and I'm like, "Hey, listen, Staples just called me and left me a number and an extension to one of their managers, like one of their customer service managers." Whose shrine is this? And why can't I interact with it? Why am I under attack? Whose shrine is this? And why can't I interact?
Yes. Sir,
What the fuck? Why is this shrine not on my map? So whatever. So I'm like, I call her up. I'm like, "I know you spent a little bit of money on the visa, but
Yes?
if they offer to honor the price, I would very much like it if you could put some money back on your visa so I could purchase it." So she's like, "Fine, I'll put another like $20 on there because we'd spent a little bit off the visa grocery shopping." So I call up Mike, and Mike's like, "Oh, you got back to me. Thank you very much. I understand what happened. I just want to fully explain the situation with you. First, I want to start by just letting you know it wasn't just your order that, like, didn't go through. Every order was canceled," he said. And I'm like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Yes, I thought it was a sale." And he's like, he explained to me that, no, it wasn't a sale. Someone on their end inputted the wrong price, like, for, like, I mean, I understand how it works, like, someone's, updating prices for sales, and one thing's on sale for $74.99, and the next thing's on sale for $399, but those two things are, like, directly on top of each other in a vertical list. Guess what? It's totally understandable to put the thing in the wrong field. The problem was they didn't catch the mistake for about 3 hours. So someone somewhere is managing the site, or the site itself generated the sale wrong. But they basically priced the brand new Xbox One S. Oh, Vindicil. Ubra's in there, guys. That's cool. If we were wearing heavy armor, we would have gone there at the start of the game and cheated our way to a full set of ebony armor. Because I'm bullshit. But yeah, so he's like, "Yeah, no, every order was canceled. Everyone was given a, email of apology. But I understand that you contacted our customer service about it and received, yeah, we got your email basically and read it, and it was scathing to say the least." And I was like, "Yeah, well, I mean, I was treated really rudely, and no one ever explained what you just explained to me. Like, I've worked in retail, and I've worked for a customer service company, like, outsourced call center. Like, if they had just told me that the price was a mistake of input on their end and all the orders were canceled, I probably would have been completely chill about it." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Yeah, so there's no need to honor that price with me. I'll stop being upset about the fact that you're just saying that your website crashed or messed up my order, because the order wasn't legit, technically, because the pricing was incorrect. I mean, you did offer the price, but as long as you're, saying no to everybody, I'm not going to mind you saying no to me, alright?" But they didn't. They were extremely rude, and they never explained, that's a troll, they never explained the situation to me. So I was, upset. I sent off a few emails and customer complaints because I was just like, this isn't cool, guys. And I mean, I might not shop with you often, but I will vehemently boycott this store and inform all of my companions and friends to do the same, which, I mean, might not make much of a dent, but I mean, it's bad PR no matter what. So he was like, yeah, listen, I'm going to take down exactly what you said about that, and we're going to be dealing with those agents. Oh, I mean, you don't need to kill that troll. He'll never catch me. Unless I get stuck somewheres. But he was like, I mean, so he apologized again and explained the situation in detail to me, which was what I wanted. Which was, what they should have done to begin with. And then he was like, hey, listen, I mean, not everyone is getting this offer because, again, like, hundreds of people put in orders for Xbox One S's, but a few people had a negative experience with our customer service after it in the confusion, and we've been allotted the ability to sort of offer a consolidation to you because you were treated so poorly. The system is currently on sale $399.99, regular $449. I can give you another $100 off, $299.99 for a brand new Xbox One S, 1 terabyte. And I was just like, man, I at this point, like, I dissuade, like, my anger has dissolved because Mike, the guy's name, is just being very kind and courteous. God fuck damn it, which as much as I hate the fact that it works, it works. So I was just like, Mike, I mean, that is an extremely generous offer. I mean, you'd be giving me an extra $100 off on a system. But the problem is, I mean, I the only way I could afford the system was the $74.99 plus tax. I really only had around the $80-90 it would come to. And the whole point was me buying that system for that price and then flipping it for a Switch and then making money on the long run, because I've already sold my Xbox One. It's just I sold it for not enough money to get a Switch. But if I could just borrow a little bit of money, buy this Xbox One at a reduced price, trade it for a Switch, I could still make money on the deal. And he was like, oh, no, I mean, I totally understand. I mean, he's like, I still feel I should give you something, because, I mean, again, you were treated extremely poorly for what you've told me. And it's none of our customer service agents should have ever treated you that way or acted that way at all in any sort of professional capacity. And he's like, are you sure you can't do it? I'm like, no, I mean, if I find a way to get the money, I'll let you know. But honestly, I mean, I can't do it. It's not in the cards. I don't have $350 to drop once you add in taxes. I can't do it. So he was like, all right, well, I've pulled up the order, the specific order, the one that failed, which is tied to your phone number and your email address. I'm going to include a note on the account. I'm like, yeah, all right, I understand that. Again, we have a similar thing for the billing at Cox Communications where I used to work. How managers and agents leave notes on an account. So the next agent who looks at the order or the account can understand what's going on. And he's like, I'm going to include on the account a special promo code or a discount code that only managers have access to for the most part. The next time you're putting in an order with Staples, $75 or more, have them call up this order number and they'll get you $25 off. Now, unfortunately, it has to be an order of $75 or more because there's he said there was like a mailing limit. Right? Like, it needed to be a certain price in order for the discount to even kick in. Well, probably just to deal with shipping. So it sort of cancels that out. But he's like, I $25 off. And, I mean, I'm sorry, again, that you were treated that way. And I'm like, all right, Mike, thank you. And will I always be able to reach you at this extension if something goes wrong, if I try to make an order and that doesn't work? And he's like, yeah, sure, man. You have my extension, you have my number, just give me a call. And if I'm not here because I have vacation time or I'm on lunch or a break or something, or I'm on the phone with another customer, I will call her right back. I have to end the video, guys. It was basically like, hey, man, it's super chill. If you need to call me back, call me. And then if I'm not there, leave a message. I'll get right back to you. So, you know what, Staples, you fucked up, but you have a manager named Mike. I'm not going to give his extension because, I mean, I don't want to do that. But Mike, you did a good job. I appreciate you and your attempts to alleviate my concerns. I don't know if I'm ever going to use that $25 off because I honestly don't, again, shop at Staples. And if I do, it's mostly for very moderate amounts of supplies for an office at best. But, I mean, my anger towards Staples has sort of dissolved. And, I mean, if I manage to get that Switch with the trade for my Vita with the dude, I mean, I'll probably stop being upset at Staples altogether. Because, again, I'm mostly just upset that I was treated poorly and I can't get a Switch with the Xbox One I was going to get. But, yeah. So, Staples. Sort of shitty customer service, but at least they'll compensate for it if you kick up with some fuss. Alright, everybody, I need to end the video there. My mother just called me from work, and she's calling again because she doesn't understand that when I hang the fuck up, it's for a reason. Alright, Sil out, everybody. Hold up. Bye now.